Hello, my name is Isaiah King. I am a current sophomore here at UNCG, double majoring in media studies and psychology, and this is the Silver Gay Challenge, and my instructor was April Marshall. Starting off, hashtag goals. During Silver Leadership, I worked on the following things: learning how to not overload myself with work, learning how to manage a club at UNCG, and learning how to build connections with outside entities. The first point is really just to let myself know, hey, you do not have to be doing something 24/7. It is okay to take a break, and it is okay to say no. As I will be talking about later on in this presentation, I became a club head this semester, and I was not prepared at all. So I definitely learned how to be a better club head and how to actually manage a club, which is something that I didn't think I was ever going to be doing. And then last but certainly not least, networking. Networking is extremely hard, and I think that I've pretty much mastered it at this point because I've had to speak to so many people who I did not know just to ensure that I can get one small little thing. Next, but certainly not least, my growth. I've grown during Silver Leadership in the following areas. One, I no longer say yes to every single opportunity I get to ensure that I have time for self care. Clearly, I did not have as much time for opportunities and too much time for self care because I misspelled no and said not. And I will not change it because guess what? I'm going to say no to that opportunity. That is what I like to call growth. Second, I am currently rebuilding the LGBT club on campus and preparing for its growth next semester. I am currently in the works of a fundraising project, and this is our only project of the year. However, I am already planning so much stuff for next year. The fall for No Labels is going to be immaculate. Step 3, I am taking steps needed to improve my mental health. My mental health is trash. It's complete garbage. And it came to a head when I was hospitalized due to anxiety. And now I am approved to get an ESA. I am also going to be going to the vet clinic, and I also now have to meet with a member of the Dean of Students office at least once a month to ensure that I am mentally okay. Next, engaging the community. The organization that I did my strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats paper on was Smile. Smile's mission statement is Smile supports and empowers lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning youth in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Through youth in leadership, Smile creates opportunities for LGBTQ youth to build self confidence, develop critical life skills, and engage their peers and community through service and advocacy. Committed to social change, Smile builds, sustains, and advocates for programs, policies, and services that LGBTQ youth need as they grow into adulthood. I chose Smile because being that I am from Washington, D.C., and a big bisexual, I have been to a couple of their events and I know nothing about Greensboro. So for this assignment, I said I'm going to stick to something that I know while still being a big bi. The organization that I engaged with the most with my silver leadership experience was No Labels. Um, our mission statement is our mission is to provide a safe space for queer people of color, allies, and advocates. We want to pinpoint the hate in the LGBTQ plus community and promote the understanding of each of our identities to alleviate the underlying biases, the ignorance that we all have. Through doing that, we hope to become a home that is accepting and inclusive of each identity. Additionally, we aim to empower members to build our LGBTQ plus community from the inside out through volunteerism, activism, educational programming, collaboration, and inclusion. Yes, no labels. We did that. Things I took personally. I had a heavy focus on LGBT organizations because of my desires to be a foster parent for LGBT youth of color in a predominantly black city due to the things that I have seen involving homeless LGBT youth of color. I am from Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is very, very wild. I remember very vividly in high school, a middle schooler came up to me and asked me if he could perform sexual acts on me if I bought him a McDonald's sandwich. I, of course, did not accept that offer. However, I did buy him a McDonald's sandwich. After that day, I became so disappointed in our foster care system that I was going to dedicate my adulthood, when I become financially stable, of course, to providing a safe space for LGBT youth of color so that no one has to perform sexual acts on strangers for food, especially people who are children. Future endeavors. I will be an RA in the Lexington McCormick community. I am very happy to say that I am leaving More Strong. More Strong, it's been real, but it has not been fun. I will be continuing to build No Labels to be the gay big hope that it needs to be. No labels. If you are a big gay, or a small gay, or an average gay, come on over. We appreciate you. I also plan on completing the Gold Leadership Challenge next year, because hey, why not? I did bronze and I did silver, so it would be pretty irresponsible of me to not go for the gold, as one might say in Olympia, I think. And yeah, that is my project, the Big Silver Gay Challenge. Hasta la vista, baby.